What's up? What's up? What's up? And then there were two. Welcome to the Grown Man Clique Podcast. This is your boy J.I., the mass creator. Right next to me, where he always be, is my boy
T. Scott. What up?
What up, Scott? And then on the screen, the lovely, beautiful, and talented Miss.
Thank you.
You
Thank
got-
you. Thank you. Oh,
Yeah.
I get to introduce myself this time? Okay.
The lovely, vivacious, the talented.
With Dawn Brown. Dawn Brown. Whatever you want to go with. Say, hey, I'll show up,
I didn't mean to boo you. My arm's too short. Here we go.
There's no judgment. There's no judgment.
There we go. And of course, at the bottom, coming in with topics and controversy and giving his honest opinion, our boy.
It's John.
And let's go right to the peanut gallery. All right. Anthony Hill, the Godfathers.
Uh-oh.
Let me make it your offer you can't refuse. We got E in the house.
Hey, what's up, bro?
So our compatriots, one, we haven't heard from Van in a minute, so hopefully he'll pop up on the screen. And two, Rich started a new career, so he's running a little late, but he will be here. So we are not going to delay the show. We're going to keep it going, and we're going to start the show off like we always do with our drink. So toast for a good show, and as we say every week, clink clink, drink. And that's some high quality H2O I just had. Yeah. So we're going to go around the room and we're just going to check in with everybody. So let's go right to John. John, what you been up to since the last time you were in these streets with us?
Holy Jesus. I'm pretty sure I'm now witnessing the downfall of human civilization. But other than that,
Just
work and everything. Well, I've always known it was happening, but it's thrown in my face now every day.
Yeah, well.
Apparently, God didn't take care of stupid people like he should have. But that's apparently that's another story.
Oh, my.
That might be.
Also to all the, hold on, I'm going to go to hell for this, but for all the expectant mothers, every now and then swallow it. Dad damn it.
Wow.
Make sure you swallow a child.
Wow.
Didn't know it was going to be that kind of show
What
today.
makes you feel like that?
Hey, you want a controversy.
Okay. And Ms. Dawn, so what have you been up to? We know a little bit because you just shared with us.
I did share a little bit earlier.
What have you been up to?
Honestly, I just rebuilding the website, finally, editing stuff that's been sitting on a network drive for a while, the action photography, doing more with the car racing and drifting and all that sort of fun stuff. The typical content creator life, that thing artists hate to do, but it seems to be the thing you have to do.
Yep. So, to you, Scott, what you been up to, man?
It's been work, man. I had a young lady that I've had the pleasure of working with for a couple of years fly in this weekend. And we had some fantastic content we created on Friday, I think.
Yeah.
It was Friday.
Yeah.
I got to live the Uber life. And I freaking crashed and burned on Saturday. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah.
But hey, we do what we have to creating content.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I guess I'll leave it up on the solo layout since I'm next. That was a quick round table, wasn't it? Well, for me, let's see, last week, just only a couple of shoots. I actually was in the editing suite for a long time. I actually finished editing promo for Sea-Deuced Excursions, which is this boat company that I'm affiliated with now. Yay, Sea-Deuced. And that's my boy Keith. And we did his new content, some new content of his boat. And pretty soon I'll be launching the Mass Creation Maritime events, which you will all hear about very shortly.
Right.
Because I
Nice.
did the promo for that. That's already in the can. But I had most of my week was spent working on the content from my amazing dance company I work with, Dance Tech. We love them to death. Dance Tech is a local company by Miss Stephanie Powell and Miss Yvonne Walker. They are amazing. The Miss Stephanie was actually my teacher, and she taught me at the Baltimore School for the Arts when I was in high school. And when I launched my company, basically, she was one of the first people to say, I'm on board with you. I'll give you a chance. And that was almost 15 years ago.
They've been rocking ever since.
And we've been rocking ever since. So I love her. I love their company. They've got everybody from the 3-year-olds all the way up to the graduates and college graduates coming back to perform with them. And I mean, just a wonderful company. And
for all y'all taking notes, that is what you want in your business. You want residual income. Take care of your people, and your people will take care of you.
yes, because they come in, they know the pricing, even when they refer somebody, they was like, don't haggle with his prices because he's the best at what he does. So let him do what he does and you'll be proud. So I mean,
now job one is do the job.
Do the job.
You make sure you know what you're doing.
Yeah. So it's always a pleasure to get with them. Then on Friday night, I had the fun ability to work with Scott. With
GG Banks.
So the young lady who flew in. And then on Saturday, I was able to work with Najee Green.
Yay.
And we went over to the Sea Deuce and we did some images on the Sea Deuce. And then I came back here and I had the wonderful Kay come through. So I shot Kay after being on the boat. So Sunday, I passed out and I couldn't get out of bed. I was such a busy week. So that was my whole week. I was so busy, but the content that was created and working with the models and working with my clients, it was just worth it. Because although I basically killed myself, it was fun. And it's always fun when you're doing something you love.
Exactly.
So now I guess it's that time. Wow, we're running through it now. Uh-oh, here we go. Flowers or powder for you. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for flowers and powders. And if you have never seen flowers and powder, and if you don't know what flowers and powder is, if you need to know what this segment of the show is about, this is what it's about. If you have somebody that's been amazing to you, done something so amazing that you just want to send them showers and showers of money, and you don't have showers and showers of money, you can send them flowers and we'll give them a big hooray. But if you have that one person who sits at the red light reading their phone until it turns green, until it turns red again, if you have that one person who stands in the grocery aisle, and then as soon as it's time for them to go up, they run off to grab 6 more items. Mm-hmm. If you have someone who has done something horrendous to you that you just need to go in the room, grab the talcum powder, put it in both hands, and give them a good old Tom and Jerry slap in the face. That's what flowers and powder is about. So we'll go around the room. Anybody got some flowers they want to give out?
I got both.
Okay. You're going to solo, so don't.
Don't. Oh, yeah. Man, don't.
Flowers and powder, man. You always go solo. Come on, here we go.
Oh, actually, I'm going to start with powder. My landlord. I know it's a reoccurring topic, but this motherfucker, for as old as he is, doesn't know shit about taking personal accountability and blames everybody else's for the problems. So that's all I got on that. I just can't stand. I just can't stand that type of behavior.
And flowers?
Nah, I ain't got any.
You liar.
Sorry, I
You
thought I
liar,
did. I
liar,
thought I
pig,
did.
liar.
I just came
Wow.
from work. I can't. My head's not in the thinking mode right now.
Well,
Okay, yeah. You know what? Yeah, yeah. I love you guys, and I do want to thank you for the support that I've gotten from you guys over what? How long is it? How long has it been now? A
couple
year or
years.
two? Couple years?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Cool.
some heartfelt flowers.
All right. Anything from you, sir?
We'll take that. Um, yeah, I got flowers. Flowers go out to Miss Gigi Banks. It's not often that someone like me gets somebody to fly in. No, I did not flew her in. She flew in herself. Um, also, flowers to my nephew. My youngest nephew just graduated from culinary school yesterday.
Oh,
Uh,
congratulations!
how fitting on what you call Gay Pride Month.
Okay.
Yeah. Or the celebration,
Yeah.
because that is June 1st, right? Yeah.
This
This
is
is
the month.
Monday. Okay.
This is
Yeah.
the month. So
Yeah. No. This.
yeah.
Whatever. Hey, look, I was defragging my freaking computer yesterday. No, that is not a colloquialism. I spent 11 hours working my damn computer yesterday.
You know,
Anyway,
it's funny. It's funny that you use the word colloquial. I used that over the weekend, and I had everybody look at me like, "The fuck did you just say?"
right, exactly. Like, okay, grow a vocabulary.
Hey, I did not say cuckold.
I got powdered. BPD. 15 minutes ago, or 15 minutes before we started, why did I have an unmarked no, they don't drive Suburbans. What do they drive? Explorers.
Yeah.
Unmarked Suburban
Explorer.
Explorer. Green light, go out into 29th Street and then stop. No flashing lights, no brake lights, no turn signals. He just stopped. And these are the people who are supposed to protect us. So, yeah. No.
Yeah.
BPD.
Well, let's
Yeah,
see.
are you talking about the new cars? They have the gray.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The
I
black
saw those like 2 weeks ago.
the black ones with the gray lettering that is supposed to be clandestine. You can't really tell. Yeah.
And we're
Yeah,
gonna welcome to the
yeah.
stage our boy DRS Teddy, the sophisticated grizzly. What's up?
Yeah,
Okay.
What's going on?
yo,
How you
what's
doing?
up, Ted?
You see, he stinkified them today. Did you see that?
What happened?
I just stinkified people today. I sent them that new video.
Oh, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
I
Got
was
it.
like, you gonna make us go broke with them cents, man. You be coming out with
Oh
them.
man, who you telling?
Yeah. But anyway, right quick, since you're just joining in, I want you to go through what you've been doing since the last time you were on the podcast, and if you have any flowers and powder.
Okay. So over the weekend, I had a Corvette show event where I was selling my baked goods and I sold out completely. So shout out
Nice.
to Corvette Car Club,
All right.
you know. And I'm gonna give flowers to damn it, it's summer.
Hey.
Damn it, it is summertime, man. Look, I don't give a damn what the calendar. It is summertime. Flowers to the summertime. Flowers to
Yes,
the
sir.
heat. Flowers
I
to
second that.
getting out there and getting that sun on your skin and seeing those beautiful birds chirping and watching the flowers grow. And I know I sound like a damn hippie right now, but I don't care because it's summertime, damn it. We should be smiling.
Right.
It's nice
You're-
and warm outside, and it was a perfect day today. Absolutely perfect. So flowers to the summertime.
You're
All
our
right.
hippie, so it's all good.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I guess that's me. Well, I have a really big flower to give out. It's super big. I can't tell you how big it is because this flower has been growing for 38 years.
Mm.
And tomorrow it will hit a milestone of 36 years married to my beautiful, lovely, forgiving, compassionate, amazing, deal with me wife,
Hey, Sheila.
Ann Brown. thank you so much for putting up with this guy that you said yes to, but you said no to me originally. We gonna say that. We gonna, because when we
We
renewed
gonna
our
own it
vows,
today.
yeah, you gonna own it. But when we renewed our vows, my vow title was to the girl who told me no.
Hey.
But that was after 25 years of yeses. But I still had to say it, and everybody knew what I was talking about, because when I originally offered her a ride to go home, she said no, and she meant it. But after that, we have been inseparable, and we've been together for over 38 years. Two lovely kids. We built a home. We built careers. We built jobs. We built everything. And she's still my ride or die. We still get on each other's nerves, but we still love each other passionately. And I just want to say thank you to everybody in my community who helped to keep us together by helping to make me the man that I am today, as well as she making me the man that I am today, by having such good representation and also such bad temptations from some of y'all. But guess what? I made it through. I love you. I love you, Sheila. I hope you're hearing this. I hope you're enjoying this cavalcade of love that is heartfelt. And I do have to tell you something when I get home, so don't get mad. But guess what? I love you so much.
Way to end that.
Shit.
That's how you
It ain't that bad.
take notes. That's how you front load something. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
good and bad at the same time. You
You
know, it's
started
like,
off like that,
Yeah.
you know, so you don't get
it's good.
clothesline when you get in the house.
Look, she wants her husband safe, so it's good. So I think it's time. Well, actually, I have a hot button topic that we need to I need to share right quick. And this just happened before the show. So I don't know how many people know, but I'm going to put this on the screen right now. But this happened, I believe, yesterday. And in case you didn't know, Michelle Obama's mother passed
Right.
away.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
And I was, I felt it because I lost my mom, and
Yeah.
because I had posted right away. It's not pinned to a timeline. That I know my comment is there, but that's because I just posted, my prayers of love and light to our family.
Right.
But then, as I was scrolling through and looking at some of the comments and stuff, I saw this. And in case you can't see it clear, and I can't really see it from here, but it says, "I really don't care. Remember when you guys tried to stop Trump from going to his mother-in-law's funeral and his son's graduation?" And then I see, yeah. In this cavalcade of condolences, we got this. So for the first time in the history of the Grown Man Clique Forever, or Grown Man Clique podcast, we are going to post the Forever Stupid People. And she is the inaugural member of the Forever Stupid People, because just like our topic says, no matter how much you don't get along with people's politics or whatever, there is a time to be civil.
Right.
And this was the one time you should have been civil. So I'm going to show you who this crap addict is who did this. And
Oh, wow.
the weirdest thing is she says she's a person of color ally on the end of her PhD, GED alumni tag.
Is she not? Was her mother not a person of color?
I have no idea. I don't know.
No, I'm talking about
Michelle,
Michelle Obama.
she is. And like I said, I stay away from political topics and stuff. But I mean, if you come at me, I will give you some political views. I don't have a problem sharing them. But what I'm saying about this is the one time where you need to put down your red hat, your blue hat, your green hat, your independent hat, and just be civil as a person, because we've all lost people in our lives. We've all lost people that we care about. And if you don't have nothing nice to say, like all of our mothers told us, don't say anything.
Well,
JB, yes,
JB,
yeah,
I'm have to defend this woman a little bit here. And the reason is you can clearly see this woman doesn't come above ground very much. I mean, you can see she's a mole rat. She looks like a mole rat. You don't think you don't see it? Somewhat naked mole rat, But I mean, honestly, just
It's
somebody
about
died.
civility. That's all
Yeah.
I'm talking about. It's like
Yes.
if you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say
Shut the hell
anything.
up.
Because
If you want to talk about policy and agendas on her page, because she is
Right.
posted and it is there, and it is
Yeah.
there for people who agree with her and people who don't
Yeah.
to post. But on a
Yeah.
post where she's sharing a sentiment about her mother being
Yeah.
that rude and that
That cla-
non-gracious
that-
or that lack
classless.
of grace and class,
Yeah.
that I don't care who you support. I really
Yeah.
don't. That's part of the conversation here, because I have friends who are, if you go to my barber shop on a Saturday afternoon, I have friends who I've grown up with for 30 years who support Trump and some support Biden.
Yeah.
And you know what we're still at after we get our haircuts and
Friends.
all of that conversation? We're friends. Because how you vote and who you vote for is
Yeah.
what you do, and that's your belief.
Yeah. Because believe it or not, as much as I don't like the man, I would not want to see Donald Trump drop dead tomorrow.
Right.
He's
Right.
still a human being. He's
Wait
still
a minute.
person.
Wait a minute.
He's still a person. He's a human being. He has people that actually care about him. And so if he passes on tomorrow, I would hope nobody would get in his family's comments and put rude comments about whatever his policies was, whatever his thought process was. That doesn't matter in the moment of death. That man
Right.
passed on. Just sometimes you just respect the dead. Have respect for the
Right.
dead.
Right. And that's the problem. I mean, that's just, we've got to get better as a people, because no matter what, we all want our lives to get better. And just by being nasty, mean, or indignant, it's not
Mhm.
going to happen. You have to have some civility and some type of, you have to have feelings.
Yeah.
That's
And
just
it's
a lack.
always shit they
that's
would
more
never say in
votes.
front of you. Yeah. And
Yeah,
it's
that's
always
more
shit they would
votes
never
and-
stand in front of you and say. They would
Yeah.
never stand in front of you and say this shit. It's easy to click that shit online, but she wouldn't have stood in front of Michelle Obama and said that shit.
No.
No. Well,
So,
you never
yeah.
know, because people are getting more and more bold, and they will say what they need to say.
Got knocked the fuck
So,
out.
but I just had to
Right.
share that, and we have these hot topics every now and again that pops up, and I just thought, please be classy. I got to go to Ron Burgundy. Please be classy, San Diego. Keep it classy. Let's be sensible and filled with some type of morality. That was just rude. So, all right. So let's see what this head comment is. People rather be ignorant than indignant. Yeah. True. That's true.
Yeah.
All right. So the topic for tonight is guilty by associations. What about your friends? Are they gonna be around? Are they gonna stand around for you? What about your friends?
Shout out to TLC.
Shout out to TLC.
Paradise Left Eye.
So, and this bleeds into it. Let's go right into this part of the topic. Can you be friends with people who don't share political views that you have?
Nope.
Why not?
John, you said no?
Why
No,
not?
I'm just kidding. No. In reality, it just depends what their views are. I mean, that's it. I mean, there's some views that if they're too extreme, I just may not want to associate with that or be associated with it.
Right.
So,
So I think there's a difference. One of the things that we all collectively talk about here a lot of times is professionalism.
Right.
So when it comes to that, there are people that sometimes you have to deal with because it's a requirement of what you're doing, but it doesn't necessarily make them your friends.
Right.
And I think there's a lot of situations, I don't know about for you guys, but there's a lot of situations I have to stay neutral in because I'm in between two parties. One
Right.
person
Right.
says this, one person says that, and there's
Yeah.
truth somewhere in the middle, and there's probably a lie somewhere in the middle, but
Right.
I have two choices. I either stay neutral and I let each party feel the weight. Really?
Shout out to Van.
Right.
Goes to Van.
So
Right.
I have two choices. I either stay neutral, let each party have, their own thoughts and choices on it and listen to both sides, or I get rid of both of them. And eventually you get rid of everybody if you choose the latter. It doesn't mean you don't choose it on occasion. But I'm actually going to use your example of what you just did with your stupid club. It's tough because you've kind of essentially done the same thing that she did on the post by calling out the person and giving them a label in a lot of ways. We have a tendency that we give press, if you will, to people that are in a negative space because they choose the negative space for the press and the attention. Because if you look at her profile, everything on her profile is about every agenda that she supports. So why wouldn't she want to be the center of attention by making a derogatory comment? And I think that's the hard part sometimes when it comes to dealing with everything on social media, is how much of it is actual factual and fair and reality based, and how much of it is just for the attention and just for the conversation,
But see, I
just to
agree
be
with
noticed.
And
I
Yeah.
did it for that because I want people to see that people go. I want them to go to their page and see what she's saying, because
Mhm.
sometimes the only way for us to understand that there is taking it too far and there is being civil. And
Sure.
when you don't know what's out there, you can tend to be blindsided by some of the pure insanity that people are spewing on the internet.
Oh yeah.
So
that,
by giving a voice, or giving hey, y'all need to look at this because this is something that's happening, and these are the things that causes more vitriol and more problems. I'm not saying go on there and bash her. I'm
Sure.
saying go on there so you can see that this is
Right.
really out there.
So, but
Yeah.
that's it. There's an opposite end to everything. So if you
Yeah.
think about it, there is a duality to our reality.
Right.
Everything is about balance. Everybody's striving for perfection, but what they're really striving for is the balance, the perfect balance in their life. Because you can't know love if you don't know hate. You can't know pleasure if you don't know pain. So in any single thing that happens in our reality,
You can have pain and pleasure at the same time,
oh
though.
Jesus, I'm not talking to you
Sorry.
anymore.
I want to add. I want to add something.
Well,
If I,
give me just a second.
yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
So
right.
with that information, with the fact that there is a duality to our reality, we will always be a country divided because there's a reason to be divided, and the political parties are meant to divide us.
Right.
And I think it's people who choose to go, okay, you're this person and you're this person. I'll meet you guys somewhere in the middle. But it's so rare that people can do that, that's why you have everybody on each side.
Right.
Right.
Go ahead, John.
Now, 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 me being on the more, I guess I can call myself a professional hobbyist. Um, I get to pick and choose, who I want to work with.
Well, we all
And
do, even from a professional standpoint.
right, but to be honest with you, I've seen some models post some really ignorant stuff, political. It was
Sure.
some of it was political, and some of it was just drama. And at that point, and these are people that I wanted to work with, but when I saw that,
I've had that happen. I
absolutely,
actually,
Yeah.
I had a,
I think we've all been there.
because I actually had a model that if I had seen her social media and not met her in person first, I probably never would have worked with her because it wasn't necessarily something that, and it wasn't even bad. It was just not necessary. It was just a very like ugly conversation, toxic conversation online all the time.
Right.
And she's a delightful person.
I
And
was
then,
gonna
like I
ask.
said,
I was gonna
yeah,
ask how was the experience?
she's a delightful person. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I met her in person first, but if
Right,
it had been the alternate, I probably would have avoided her.
right.
But see, I don't ever judge people by anything except for my personal experience. Like I've even been blasted on social media and gotten plenty of comments for talking to people that other people have issues with.
And see, that's
But
Same.
I don't have a dog in the fight because I
Yep.
don't really know this person yet. And
And
if I
That's where
did
that
it,
neutrality comes in.
right.
and
So
the issue we have is what you just said. Many of us have a problem with, which is we see what we see and we make um, judgments based on what we see instead of going on or what we hear from other people instead
Sure.
of going on that individual experience that you have.
Well, so that's exactly it though. So I think that's why I choose the neutrality until, and I'll put it to you this way. Everybody has the opportunity to have some level of trust or some level of you're a beautiful human until you give me a reason to believe differently.
right,
And it's not because of what somebody else says to me, it's because of what I see you do.
Right.
And I think that's where the hard part is like so and so over here is like, oh my God, they're such an egomaniac and they're this and they're that and they're all these things. And then you meet the person, you're like, meh, I don't see it yet.
Nah.
6 months down the line, a year from now, you might see it. That actually happened to me recently with a very not directly to me, I'll say indirectly, to where I saw a behavior where I'm like, yep, nope, sorry about your bad luck. Like they're not somebody I would promote after that.
right.
Because they had an ego trip and I'm like, oh, that was so tacky. Like, I mean, it was so unprofessional what they did that
Right.
it just like you're just floored by it, essentially. Ego is definitely a thing in the space in which we are in when it
Well,
comes
like
to
the
being
post says,
creative.
your ego is not your amigo.
Actually, you get a hand clap for that.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, you do.
I'm
All right,
actually,
I'm just
Well, yeah, I'm just at
share
the point, if I can interject some, Mo,
Go
I'm just
ahead.
at the point where, I don't need to work with anybody. This is something I do as a hobby. I do it because I enjoy it,
Sure.
but I don't have to do it, so if I turn people away and find out, oh, maybe I was wrong or whatever, I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
yeah.
I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but
Yeah,
No, it makes
I
perfect
just,
sense.
I'm like, I see what I see, and I'd
Yeah.
rather err on the side of caution.
Right.
No, actually, I had an incident.
I don't know.
With I had an incident one time with a guy that he'd ordered some baked goods from me, and every interaction that we've ever had was actually pretty cool, and I sell cookies to anybody. It don't matter. I don't give a damn if you're a Trump supporter or Biden. I don't give a shit about none of that. I'm about the money you
hey,
about to put in my
cookies,
pocket.
damn it! Everybody
Yeah.
likes cookies.
But there was only one problem. When I walked up on the guy, and he didn't see me, and I'm coming up on him, and I don't know if it was his brother or his cousin, and he says, "Hey man, I do you trust that?" And he said, "What do you mean?" He said, How can you buy cookies from niggas?"
Mm,
Oh.
I heard him
mm.
say it, and then the other guy was like, "I mean, they're just cookies." I'm like, "Oh, so you support that shit?" Okay.
Yeah.
So I walked up. I went and got the sale.
That's a tough one to be in the middle of for you and even for the other person, because
Yeah.
how do you address it without
Yeah.
escalating it one
Yeah.
way or the other?
And I act like I didn't hear it, but I think they knew I
Yeah,
heard it. But
sure.
I walked up, I did the transaction, and I
Took that
never
money.
talked to the dude again. I'm like, you
me.
won't get anything else from me.
Mm-mm.
Number one, because you could have in that moment, just be like,
Yeah.
hey, bro, what's wrong with you? You
Yep.
know what I
Right.
mean? But that tells me that that's how you talk normally.
Right.
So it's just like, okay, so, and even if you don't talk like that normally, Like the title of the podcast says, you're guilty by association.
You're
You allow
ambivalent.
them.
Yeah, you're ambivalent to it.
Yeah.
Well,
so it's like,
that goes
okay.
back. That kind of goes back to some of the events where somebody will complain about somebody being inappropriate. Why didn't you say something while everybody was there?
Right.
And unfortunately, sometimes what happens with that is there's a discomfort in that conflict.
Yeah.
And I think that's what happens more often than not condoning it by any means, but I think that's what has a tendency to happen because please, you tell me there's an issue, I'm going to be standing in front of somebody's face being like, no, we're not doing that today.
Right.
But not everybody's like that.
Right. And we welcome to the screen Miss J. Miss J is
Hi,
in the
Miss
house.
J.
Miss J, what's happening?
Just getting out of the plantation.
Were there cookies?
No, I wish. And the heat. I don't know if it was heat or what. It felt like they hired the devil today.
Oh,
like there was no air.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Trouble showed up.
Oh, boy.
How them knees?
Go ahead.
Whoa, what's happening? What's happening?
What's that, bro? What's that?
Guess who's Bazak in the all black Oreo cap with the hat to match? Yeah.
Starting your new career there, Jerry?
Your bottle still got some in it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So before we go on, I wanted to share this video because it ties in with the political conversation. So here we go.
You're a Christian and you think you can't be friends.
Sorry.
Whoops.
Can you be friends with someone who has different points of view than you?
Yeah, and I am. As long as there's like a mutual respect for everybody, with common sense, I'll say.
We all do that every day, from small topics to big topics. Just because somebody holds certain views that you may disagree with doesn't necessarily mean they're a bad person.
I can't be friends with someone that has different political views. I think that's tied to morality, but I couldn't have dialogue with them to see, you know.
Exactly, I agree. Dialogue is important.
I feel like most of my friends have different points of view. We argue about so many things. Sometimes I end up being the one to change my mind.
I feel like that is how you educate yourself. I think that people who have different points of view should talk to each other more instead of fighting.
If it comes from a place of respect, I'm always happy to have a conversation. But when it comes, an attack of identity or attack of who I am, then I want to also always make sure that I'm safe.
Sometimes I get people mad on both sides because I do my best to understand both sides and all sides really, because there really are more than two. We can still get this country going again, and all hope is not lost. We just got to keep having these conversations and find middle ground.
Sounds like Don Brown conversation right there, right? I mean,
like me or something.
Let me go to these comments because they're piling up. Hello, Shauna. Good to see you.
Hey,
and
Shauna.
we are doing
Hi,
great here.
Shauna.
And Eric, Shauna, hey there. And then I like that one. Respect is key. Correct. I mean, that's the whole idea. I can get along with just about anybody. It doesn't matter your political views. It doesn't matter. What matters is how you respect and treat me.
Right.
You could say I love Trump, and I'm like, you love Trump, but do you what you shoot with? I shoot with a Nikon. All right, you my brother. Just don't show me any pictures of Trump. No, I'm joking. But, that's the whole idea. Respect is always going to be the key. And I'm going to share one more because I wanted to share a specific video that was tying into it because I think all of these points were hit. Can you show me 13? Right there.
I had a friend ask me today, can you be friends with someone that has different political views than you? Yeah, I can. I think differences are amazing. Here's where we can't be different. If you are homophobic, transphobic, racist, any of those things, we're not friends because those are fundamental differences about the ways that we treat other people and the ways we move in the world and the ways we choose to use our time and our energy. So can we vote differently on the school bond? Sure. Can we be friends if we want to take basic rights away from other humans? For sure, that's a no.
That's
right?
Fair. Yeah, that's fair.
That was so key to me because that's the whole idea. If you can't be
a decent human
and understand that, you know, there are things that are just human basics,
right,
then I can't be privy and party with you. That's not where I stand, because like she said, there are red flag issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's common decency.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just everything that she mentioned, it's just all discrimination in some form or fashion. And I don't know. I'm not political. Like that's another place that I'm neutral in. Like because they're just like you can talk about whatever you want. I'm not following it, so it's just gonna go over my head. But it's cool. We can talk about it. You know,
But
I just
that's the whole idea. I'm educated politically,
Mhm.
and I don't bring it to the podcast because I don't really like. We've talked about political subjects because I
Mhm.
mean, like the mayor of Baltimore actually was in my studio.
Sure.
So I mean, but guess what? As I told everybody on the podcast, I didn't vote for him when he became mayor.
Sure.
Right.
But he was still in your studio.
But now there is a difference because on the last election I did. But
Yeah.
that was because there's policies and things that I wanted to see come to fruition that I
Sure.
didn't know if he was backing because his platform wasn't really addressing them.
Okay.
Because of this is what happens in Baltimore, and I'm just going to go off on a little small political tangent. Everything is crime, 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 crime.
Sure.
And all of the other things, such as the arts, such as our children, such as education in schools, they get shifted to the back burner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Which if they concentrated on those things, maybe the crime
rate would go down, because if there were
Yep.
more things you could do with kids during education, to
Mhm.
giving them places to go, which would mean putting money in infrastructure to the recreation centers and different places for them to go. I have a friend right now that's trying to open an art center in Hamden so that these kids can have some place where they can do spoken word, poetry, like not a school for the arts, but like a meeting place for
Space.
the arts.
Yeah, it's a space and it's resources.
Right.
And I think our country as a whole is horrible about it, and I think there are areas that are even worse off for one reason or another because there's so many variables to it. But I think that somewhere along the way we forgot about the fact that not everybody has access to everything. They don't
Right.
even know they have access to those things.
Right.
And I think unfortunately there are some governments that take advantage of that as well too.
Of course. Oh yeah.
I agree.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Anywhere there's
But-
a lack of resources, you can find somebody in government that has their
Somebody
hand
making
in it.
money. Yep.
Yep. So I mean, so then we got to go to the other part of the coin, and I'm bringing this in only because I feel like it's important as well. And of course, to me, everybody knows that this has no bearing on how I treat them. But can you be friends who don't have the same religious beliefs that you have?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have so many friends from different backgrounds.
Because I mean, to me, I think it's I'm sorry. I'm going back to the video. Here we go.
Hit you with the blink. Hit you with the tricks.
Okay, hold up. Whoa. What the fuck is a Satanist?
Someone who worships Satan.
Hail
I don't know if
Satan.
we're friends with that.
But wait a minute. Wait a minute. But see, the whole idea is that. But see, and this is the whole idea when you think about how you were raised. If you do prescribe to a Christian standard, it was supposed to be hate the sinner, not the sin.
Cool. I don't hate.
I mean, hate the sin, not the sinner. I said that back.
Well, why can't it be the other way around?
So if you hate the sin, that is because you understand that sin is being done by everybody, and the sinner is supposed to see a light in you that transforms them. So if you're only around people who have been so-called transformed, then who's seeing your light?
But listen,
Who's learning from you?
All that sound,
Back to the stage, Jay
sound-
Nicole.
All that sound good.
Yeah.
And I don't hate you.
Right.
just don't need you to be my friend if you doing dark magic and shit like that. Like, I want that in my energy space.
Well,
Like,
so here's the thing with that though, and what's so interesting about the dynamic in that video is depending on I deep dive into information very often. Like if something comes across my lap, I'm researching, I'm looking into it because I want to know about it.
Right.
Yeah. People hear the word or see the word Satan or Satanist and it's automatically negative. What's so
Heavy
interesting
metal
about
music.
what's so interesting about the concept is it's actually very similar to Christianity. They just give it a different deity.
Yeah.
Not everybody takes it to this demonic dark place. It's just they just decided they were using a different term for the same thing. If you really research it and you really look into it, you'd be surprised by some of it.
Wouldn't it
and I
be
agree with it.
surprising if everybody got to heaven and every Buddha, Allah, Jesus, all of them were there?
Smoking a blunt and shit.
Oh yeah,
You taking it to another level, but
party in
what I'm
paradise.
saying is
My
that
God,
because this is the whole idea is that
Bong hits for
You-
Jesus.
Yeah,
all
I think,
different names,
but I
different
also
names
think that
for the same game.
Oh, I'm sorry, brother. Yeah, but
If
I
you play
think
football
that,
in America, that don't mean you play football over in England. That means you're playing soccer. So maybe
Right.
the names are all rearranged, but most of the ideals are about peace, love, togetherness, harmony. I do like the 70 version part when you get to the Islam. That sounds pretty dope.
yeah. But no, I think that people look at Satanism number one because of the creator of it. Aleister Crowley was an evil person, and because I think it's been changed somewhat over the years with different ministers and things of that nature. But the creator of it, I mean, he truly did believe in black magic and demon possession, but he felt like demon possession was a sign, almost like being controlled by an angel. So he looked at the demon for them is the angel for us. So it's almost like the flip of it. And basically his motto was do what thou will, and whatever it is, whatever makes you happy, do what thou will. And it encompasses, and for him, it encompassed everything. It didn't matter if it was murder or anything like that. So I think when you look at the way that Aleister Crowley brought it into into society, it's always going to be ostracized and looked at that way because of the way that he saw it, the way that he.
What's so interesting? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
What's so interesting about your statement was the angel versus demon. Depending on philosophy, fallen angels were eventually considered demons, but fallen angels just chose to think for themselves, which is why they were considered fallen angels.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
free will.
I feel like that's for me. Like, yo, I don't want to see them die. I don't want to see nothing happen to them. I want them to live their life just over that. Like,
but see, that's the whole
Either,
idea.
though.
So, but that's what the conversation is about, and it's not you have your
It's
right
just a
to have
choice.
that choice.
Absolutely.
That's like me being friends with a pedophile. It's never gonna happen.
No, but that's
Yeah.
different.
It's
That's
never gonna
way
happen.
different. That's way
Well,
different.
we technically talked about that already. I think there's human decency.
Yeah, human decency.
Is involved in how you move through the world and the choices that you make.
Exactly, because every demonic, because every person that believes in Satanism isn't sacrificing virgins,
Exactly.
Right.
and doing blood sacrifices. The thing about it is I never read up on it. I did read the story of Aleister Crowley because I wanted to understand why people would even think about worshiping Satan. And then when I read up on him, it was just worse. My thought about it got worse because when I
Don't
read
you
up
love
on
people
him,
who are educated on subjects? It makes it a better conversation.
Sometimes people be
he's a
like,
scary person, man.
Yeah,
He's
like
scary, man.
like sometimes, like listen.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with an educator, and I was like, yo, do you know how to have fun? Like just
different. That's
just
different.
dumb yourself down for 2 seconds.
That's different.
Like let's just have fun.
When you show that you're the smartest person in the room, you're the dumbest person in the room.
Yeah.
No, you're just in the wrong room.
Yeah, in the wrong room. Yeah.
To me, because the whole idea is that if the smartest person in the room knows how to talk to everyone on their level, when you show that you're smarter than everyone, that means that you're not worried about how you look to anybody. And one thing that I always pride myself on is no matter how much I know, I always want to be relatable to anybody who doesn't know something that I don't know. Because maybe I could teach you something, like him talking about Aleister Crowley tonight. Like, I'm learning. And I thought I could come in here and be like running the show. And then Dawn came in with her point of view as far as the neutrality in relationships in order to make that balance. And then him bringing the education on Aleister Crowley in. So you end up finding out that there's a balance to how much you know, and it makes you a better person for even accepting the information. When you're just, oh no, well, I can. It can be a hard conversation in a room full of people who are just looking at you like, can't you just talk to us?
I feel like that's something that, like, and it's just culturally, right?
Yeah.
That's something like, if you are literally the smartest person in the room,
yeah,
that's something you should never have to prove.
Right.
That's like when we be like, I'm the realest nigga alive. Like,
no, you're not.
You know what I can correlate that to? You guys will appreciate this. One of my least favorite statements, and it is, I will walk away from a person if they say it to my face in conversation, or I will hang up a phone if it is said to me. And this actually stemmed from being single again and in the dating world. If any man tells me he is an alpha in any portion of a conversation, I will walk away.
He needs
walk
to go
away
somewhere, but not with
you. Yep, not in front of me. But to that point, when you talk about intelligence, there's an underlying thing that you have to factor in sometimes too. Intelligence does not breed emotional intelligence, or it also doesn't breed being able to read body language, gestures, empathy, because depending on the level of intelligence, they can only think on that analytical plane. So there's no backing into the emotional center because they don't live there. So sometimes those people that come across as just kind of cocky and like the person, sometimes that's insecurity. Yes. Yeah. But sometimes it's just they're so intelligent, they're far beyond the average person. And the average person is like, why are you like that? Can't you say something nice? Because then it sounds like everything coming out of their mouth is a criticism, where all it really is them just telling you facts that are factual in the situation.
They're truly just being honest. Like, that's just, and they seem like assholes, but they're not.
Yes,
they're
yes,
really
because they're so
honest.
Direct. Yep.
Yeah, but if once you get to know them, then you realize that's just,
some
that's
of them
just
assholes.
Well, they are. They are. Essentially, they are. But there's definitely a level at which there's not a control valve on it, because they just, that's how they function. And those are a lot of what you consider the beautiful minds.
So Ms.
All right, so John, wait a minute. John's about to hop off. You know, he has a working man now, so he be jumping off.
He got to go.
Thank you for coming in, man. But we understand you got to go. You got to go meet the head nurse tomorrow.
Go make that money.
Go make the money. Don't let the money make you.
Wait, don't do what?
I said make the money. Don't let the money make you.
Yeah, you know it.
Go buy some J's or something, brother.
By the way, Grizz, I got what you sent, but it's not in a format that I can post it.
Yeah, anyhow, you guys take care.
It's in a super large format. You will have to find a JPEG.
I got you, brother.
Yeah, that picture of Aleister Crowley is horrible.
Yeah, but that's anyway, that's what he look. That's him. Like, he's an odd person.
I
wanted 11.
You said he was a virgin.
So
no, he's an odd person. Very odd.
So we saw it. It came up on the screen. Everybody was like, "Whoa!" So now we got to move into the next
like
level.
John a little bit. Y'all wish you could show that picture.
Show what? Yeah, we can. It's a jiffy.
He looked like John a little bit.
No, he didn't. Stop. But it was big. It's a huge format. But so I would have to put it in to Photoshop, reduce it, and we'd be off screen, and that's scary. So what I wanted to say is that
I'm sorry, brother.
What did you say?
Would that one work?
I'll check in a sec. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to move into the next phase of can you, and that is can you have polarizing ideas and in your relationship?
I think we all have people in our world like that. It
But
doesn't
I'm
mean that
saying
we.
in your one-on-one personals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. I think we all have people like that. I mean, you can't pick your family. How often do you have a family member where you're just like,
you pick your significant other. We're talking about significant others.
Oh. Well, yeah, you can.
I didn't even hear you say anything about
Yeah.
significant other.
Yeah. I said in your personal relationship.
What do you mean?
That's what he was
one-on-one.
That's what he meant.
The
by
person you go on
Okay.
sleep with, be in a room with every night.
Yeah,
Can
see,
you?
can.
What do you mean by polarizing?
Like,
I know what the word
Opposite.
means, but I'm like,
yeah. Can you have
Yeah, yeah.
Polar
opposing
opposite.
views? Like, can you be? See, this is the whole idea. Just like in the video that was the commercial, I didn't want to use the elephant in the room, but I've got to because this makes it easier.
Yeah.
If you're a Trump supporter and your wife's a Biden supporter,
Right. Well, I mean, hell,
and that relationship work, can you be in that kind of relationship?
I mean, is that really a such thing though? Because both of these motherfuckers suck.
But what I'm saying is that can you have those kind of because there's a polarizing view of both of them.
right.
If you're a Republican, Biden's polarizing, and if you're a Democrat, Trump is polarizing.
Here's a better example. You all for capital punishment. Your significant other isn't.
A right to life.
What the fuck did I say that?
No.
Not,
You know what? I'm not talking to you anymore. Go back to drinking.
Okay,
You're done. You're
Well,
done.
Just came from work, man. What y'all want?
All right, well, let's take a look at this.
You still make a relationship or marriage work with a lot of different beliefs?
Yeah, we confuse values and beliefs. Values are what we anchor into. This is who we are. We value everybody's welcome at our table. Period. We value curiosity. We value community. We believe in fill in the blank. We value faith. Why in the world would you read a book if you weren't open to having your beliefs changed? That's why you read. That's why you listen to this podcast. And so I think couples don't make enough space for, I want my wife's beliefs to change. I want mine to change. And so if couples say, here's who we're going to be. Let's put that on a wall in the house. Boom. We're going to anchor into this. And then our beliefs, man, I hope those change over time.
yeah.
I mean, if you don't mind me pulling your card right now, like we see it can work. How many years you been married now?
Oh, you missed that?
Yeah. I'm gonna stop doing
Tomorrow is 36.
36. I knew it was coming up. I was
tomorrow
in the
is 36.
36.
Yes.
And Auntie Sheila loves Martin, the TV show. Jerry don't. So they got polarizing views already.
You know what?
That is so trivial to me that my wife loves Martin, the TV show, and I didn't. That's why you have two TVs.
Right.
Well, so here's the thing, and the video that you played is fair. So because we keep bringing up politics, something to keep in mind, and it's kind of what happens in relationships, is even in politics, if the Republican Party does not like their candidate and they think the Democratic Party has a better stance or better views or the ability to get something done that they want, they will go support the Democratic Party, even if it's like money, financing, all of those things. So it's the same thing in relationships, no matter how close the person is. It's what you choose every day and how you interact, where that value versus belief comes in. Because how many times have you had a conversation with somebody and they gave you a different perspective on something you were so sure you understood? Like the Satanism. You know, what was it? Does everybody have the same viewpoint? Absolutely not. But that's part of what gives us such a beautiful world in a lot of ways. There's just so many people aren't open to it.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the truth be told, there's only one person. There's truly only one person that I can't be in a relationship with. I probably can't even be in the same room with this type of person. And that's the people that's a fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's the only people I can't. I can't.
Hey, wait a minute now. Now, wait a minute.
Hold on.
Wait a
You're
minute.
turning your microphone off now.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm just picking with you, Scott. I'm messing with you, bro. You my dog. Bro.
Bring it. I got no problem.
I'm picking with you, bro. You know you my family, man.
My brother is the biggest purple people eating bastard that I know.
No, the purple people eaters were the Minnesota
y'all the
Vikings,
new,
right?
Y'all the new ones. Y'all the new ones.
But that is actually, that's a scary phrase, the purple people eater.
And actually, that point that I just made, it speaks to all of this. We've been friends now, what, 25 years?
God,
just about, yeah.
You're an Oriole fan. You're a Raven fan. My teams are
Pittsburgh Steelers and New York Yankees.
of both of those, but we have maintained a friendship, a brotherhood for this many years.
Right.
Not to mention, I think I have
from
new enemies.
Shauna right quick. Relationships can thrive even when partners hold different beliefs, provided there is mutual respect, effective communication, and a willingness to understand and accept each other's perspectives.
Right.
And definitely, because the whole idea with me is that me and my wife have we finally voted for the same person the last election. Like we don't even share our electoral votes until after elections if we feel like it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the whole idea is that certain things, she has a right to choose who she wants in an election. She knows, it's so funny because I'm gonna say it right now because most people don't know. This has been a contentious point in our relationship over the last couple of years.
Right.
You remember I've been saying that I am a Republican. Or because I've said it on multiple podcasts. And the reason why I say that is because there are some Republican idealists or ideals that I definitely am in tune with. And there are some Democrat ideals that I'm definitely in tune with.
Balance.
And when I go home, my wife will actually say to me, I don't know who I married. You're a Republican. I said, no, that's not what I'm saying. You're not understanding that there's just some ideas that, to me, the Republicans are correct on. And there are some ideas that I am true to that the Democrats stand on. I just don't understand why they can't become Republicans or Democrats, whatever you want to make it. They should be together because a lot of the ideas are so closely in tune that they miss the fact that the blue tie and the red tie is on, and they need to put on a red, white, and blue tie for all of America.
It's crazy that they got a problem with the Bloods and the Crips, but they act like them.
Yeah.
Right.
They battle just like they gang members. Like they battle blues and reds,
like
just like Bloods and
two
Crips.
opposing gangs running a country sometimes.
Opposite side of the streets.
Exactly. And it's crazy to me because at the end of the day, it's about the people. It's supposed to be about the people, but everybody's trying to line their pockets at the behest of the people. They don't care about how we are going to come out on the other end of some of these choices and decisions that they make. They just woke up one day and said, hey, this is what I want to do. Oh, well, this is what I want to do. And then everybody y'all just deal with it. That's why they have these backroom votes and things that we're not privy to. And then one day we wake up and people you can't drink water without a tax now. This type of shit happens all the time. And so they just can't agree on any damn thing because it's about money. If it's not going to make you money, then you're not interested in it.
Hold on for a second. I have breaking news, and I've got to go to a solo layout. This is breaking news. This is so amazing.
Okay.
Rich.
I already know what you got to say.
No, you don't. Oh, you got it?
No, because I know I bullshitted.
No.
What?
Listen. the Toronto Film Festival has just selected Leo and August as one of their selections for the Toronto Film Festival.
Whoa. That's
Leo and August is the project that my wife produced, wrote, and directed.
Oh, wow.
That's
And
awesome.
she has just been updated to selected as the Toronto Film Festival.
That's awesome.
That is
amazing.
It's a big deal, man.
I want to say
And I
shout
was
out.
intrigued.
Hold on. I gotta give shout outs to the director of photography, Mr. Rich Hunt.
Come on, that's DP, and he expressed it.
I definitely
Not
have to
double.
give shout out to my wife the day before our anniversary, Miss Sheila Ann Brown, cameraman.
What an anniversary present.
My boy Scott T.
Yeah, you want to talk about an anniversary present?
And an amazing anniversary present.
Absolutely.
Listen, that is
That's what I'm talking about.
Amazing. The Toronto Film Festival. And Jay actually did voiceover work as well. Wow, we've got some. And Grizz was in it.
Oh, yeah, I was.
Oh my God, that is crazy.
All I'm saying though, like on some real shit,
Toronto Film Festival. We are.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
If we win or when we win, we have to go up there and be like,
No, we're going. I'm going.
Listen,
we were
listen,
selected.
Listen. When we win, we gotta walk up there, and when we just gotta have one song playing.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
He can't go. He cannot go.
Yes,
that
is like
He
us.
cannot go.
That is
They not
crazy.
Like us. They not like us. Whack. I'm a fucking mug. Yo,
Sheila,
in that
I am
man's
so
hometown?
proud of you right now. I'm
Listen,
so proud
Auntie,
of
we love
everybody
you
in
up
this
here, man.
room.
Oh, yeah.
This is amazing. The Toronto Film Festival. Oh, that's amazing,
That is
baby
amazing.
doll.
It's so great.
I'm
We got those breaking.
gonna jump off
news.
camera real quick.
That is so dope. That's so amazing, and I'm happy. I'm happy for Auntie.
You
But
gotta
this
say
is
something about
this is good. This is really good. Also for me, you know why? Because now I just got those news. I just came from a premiere last night.
Correct.
From getting
Awesome. Getting the loot.
That was the first time screening it. I'm on a high right now. Like, oh my God, my legs messed up.
I really wanted to be there, but I was sick. I was in bed all day yesterday. I wanted to be there. Me and Sheila wanted to be there, but she was taking care of me all day yesterday. I was done. I was flat done.
I was drunk as a skunk trying to dance with these young people. I realized I ain't got it no more. Like y'all do.
The knees look good, but they don't work the same.
I was gonna say you better get those knees insured.
Listen, and I started a new job today.
Yeah,
and I'm hopping in and out of the truck. I'm like, hey, yo, I made it there too much last night. I made it done way too much last night.
But I know we are on a high right now, but I don't want to deviate from the show topic and everything. But I had to. That is amazing news. I'm so proud of you, honey. And I'm surprised. I'm sorry if we, wrap this up for a minute. But thank you so much for sharing that information with me, and I'm so proud of you because
Thomas Grizz.
I know, but I will tell you this much. I did the color and sound for that movie, so or actually, it's a web series. So I did the color and the sound, so I'm a part of it. I was a cameraman as well, but you know what? Sometimes you need a different eye, and we brought in Rich to bring in that different eye. He did an amazing job, and
I mean, I was all right.
Yeah, you was all right.
I was all right.
Yeah, you was all right.
Story of your life, right?
He was asking us if we were going to go ski, and I was like, no, no, we're not.
Hell no. God damn it, no.
But that is an amazing accomplishment. I mean, and it's just wonderful when you can, see the fruits of your labor come to something that
Absolutely.
Toronto Film Festival. That is amazing.
Absolutely.
Something to celebrate.
Yeah. No, we going to Toronto. We
want to Toronto
Oh,
Don't quit your day job.
Back, T-Dot.
Yeah. That's what they call it in now, T-Dot.
Well,
Yeah.
Toronto.
yeah.
That's what they call it.
They've been
I can't.
calling it T-Dot.
But
way
we are
before
not
that.
going off the rails. We need to get back to it. So
Okay.
we were on the subject of your relationships and your differences. And the whole idea is that, like I was saying, you know, me and my wife, Toronto Film Festival candidate. I'm sorry, I had to do that. But we didn't even vote for the same person before, and we don't share those votes until we decide everything that we want to talk about. We have a esteemed colleague in the E-Black TV is in the house. What's up, E-Black?
What's up, bro?
You need to come on screen and share with us. I need that Father's Day cologne video for the wifey. It's anything that he say. It's anything that he say. But E-Black, you should have been up here on the screen. Scott going again. Yep. But yo, if you have never seen E-Black TV, you need to tune in.
And all his platforms, all of them. Fine.
I mean, amazing content. And when he comes on here, I'm so appreciative of it because he could be anywhere on any platform at any time. But he's here with me. E-Black, thank you so much for joining in.
Can you fill in the new girl that has no clue who he is?
You just got to go experience E-Black TV. E-Black, he started on a podcast with us. Well, he didn't start on a podcast with us, but we were all part of it. What podcast was that?
Red Lipstick Vibes.
Red Lipstick Vibes. We all started
said you gotta
sitting in on a podcast called Red Lipstick Vibes. And you know, and
I love you on such a level. I don't know if you know that. That's why I give you so much shit. You are such a mess. And I appreciate it.
That's what I do.
But I'm telling you. But E-Black has been a supporter of the Grown Man Clique. He's been on here. And I just appreciate the fact that when he drops through, he need to come up on screen. If you need the link, you need to tell me you need the link. Even if you can come in for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, come on.
Yeah, E-Black is my guy.
If you come up, I'll put 3 different colognes on screen. That'll be perfect for Father's Day.
Come on.
Tonight we doing a real topic like E-Black for real. Can you be in a relationship with somebody who can vote for somebody that you wouldn't vote for? Can you be in a relationship with somebody who you could not vote for?
So, but the old adage of opposites attract, like it happens all the time because people like challenge. They like having their ideals challenged. So I think it happens a lot more often than what we register.
The link for me, Grizz?
Yeah, I got you.
Can you email him the link? Thank you. We might go overtime a little bit tonight. I'm sorry, Scott, but if E-Black come in, you know we got to go over a little bit.
No problem.
Yeah,
because you know I gotta bounce.
Yeah, because you can't. But the whole idea is that we
They say shit.
You know what? It's so much.
You don't have to say anything. All you did was, and we knew what you were doing.
That's what I heard when he said, "When I got to bounce," I thought he was.
No, we are not doing that. We are not doing the Will Smith.
You got it,
yo.
And also, I would like to thank everybody in the Peanut Gallery. We've got numbers in the Peanut Gallery right now, and that's a great look because you know a lot of times we falling off around this time, but you know y'all are here and y'all hanging in. So I guess the topic was really poignant. I want to thank Scott for coming up with the topic tonight. But
I sent it in the messenger, E-Black.
Huh?
I was telling E-Black I sent it to the
he sent it to your messenger. So, but while we're waiting for that, I want to share something else.
Did you date someone with strong opposing views on politics? I'm not saying we got to agree on everything, right? But there's certain political views that we should be on the same accord. Anything black related,
Oh, definitely.
Women's rights related.
Yes.
You're not about to sit there and tell me why I don't have the rights to certain stuff now.
Out of 10, our partners are a reflection of who we are, believe it or not. Like, yeah, opposites attract, but that goes with so far. So 9 times out of 10, you're going to be with someone that has similar viewpoints as you on politics. You just are.
What about religion? Who are we here?
I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. I'm no longer Jehovah's Witness. We're very spiritual, sage. We believe in God. We believe that there is a God, but we do not believe in organized religion.
Okay, and I grew up Baptist.
Yeah.
More spiritual.
Yeah.
I grew up Baptist, but I do not attend church. I would love to go back for the choir.
So the underlying thing always comes down to morality.
Yeah.
Where are the morals between each of the individuals? Because you don't have to believe the same things on every single topic, but your moral compass has to be very similar.
See, I just don't understand one thing though, right?
What?
Like why is Oprah just doing random podcasts? Like, like I don't get what's happening right now.
Probably the same reason why your brain just comes up with random shit in the middle of a conversation.
Like Oprah and shit. Like, that's what
there's another point to that video though. If you listen to both of them, where they started in life with religion is not where they're at with religion now.
Right.
Because their beliefs changed.
Exactly.
How many people realize that I started off as a Baptist and I was a minister of music for a Lutheran church? And now I don't go to church because I don't like church.
You're a heathen.
No, I'm not heathen. I don't attend a church, but every Sunday, am I at church?
Yep.
Because and I think right quick, what I think
you're in the midst of the spirit.
What I think happened with my family is that we understood that going to a medium where you can get what you need from it, as opposed to being in a certain space, changes how you look at religion. And we're gonna welcome to the stage my boy E Black TV. What's up, E Black?
There he is.
Yo, what's up, brother?
What's up, man?
Man, y'all know, man. Y'all can get me anytime, man. What the hell?
Oh, we here every Monday at 8:05. So bring your black ass up.
No, you ain't.
That's
slick.
all you got to do.
You ain't slick, E Black. We've been inviting you for months and months and months.
Oh, that's a lie.
Oh, he's telling on you now. He's telling on you.
No, we're not doing that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Y'all know.
Don't do the podcast more often.
So tonight's topic is guilty by associations. Not association, but associations. People, how do you, and let's go there. We're going to go with, how do you fuck with the people that you fuck with, and also retain the morality and your civility in that.
Doggy style helps.
That's
Yeah. This is the first time you came into a real topic on this bitch, ain't it?
Ooh,
You always came to the fun ones, but this one we really diving in because it's like, can you be like in a room with someone who doesn't support the same ideals that you support, and respect them, and respect what they feel, and respect what they stand for, and still fuck with them on that level?
Let me back up. Let me back all of this up for a minute.
Go right here.
As he mentioned, I actually came up. I was thinking last week sometime, how often the people who we associate with, the people who are in our circles, how often we don't know what they're representing, but on the back end, they end up representing you, and you don't know what they're about. That happens a lot of times. And so that was the core thought when. So, and I think all of this circulates around that.
That's tough. You guys answered it?
Yeah, we've been going around the room.
There's been multiple there's multiple variations, or there's not variations but variables, is pretty much what we've all kind of come up with, is like,
Before you answer that, before you go, I don't
Sure.
want to spoil my answer.
Okay, go for it.
And I apologize. Immediately when I hear that question, I think of my best friends. I think of all of them come from different lifestyles. They're at different stages, multiple baby mamas, some in jail, some friends in and out of jail. I would say, this is just off the top of my dome, how much it affects you. As long as their activities don't truly affect you and how you operate in your normal life. Because I have some friends that are whoremongers. I can't hang out with them, but they're my friends. And my old lady, she knows them, but she knows like my activities amongst them. Like, she's not gonna be cool with me saying, "Hey, I'm about to be chilling with Tyrone for the week." You know, it's going. So but if I was to say off the top of the dome, how much of each individual friend or each action that they do, or the actions that they do that not necessarily agree with your morals, affect your real life? In my real life, you know, I have a family, I have businesses, or I wouldn't say businesses. Don't let me get the capping on this internet. I have.
Hey, we'll check your ass.
I have.
Like, he got a call.
What you talking about?
I have a business, which is a YouTube channel, but I also I also do a lot of other things. And you know, because I really only have like 2 or 3 friends. Right. I really only have 2 or 3 friends, and what they do in their life, they don't necessarily affect my life. But once they do, they know me as a man, how I cannot associate with that, or like they understand. Like, my friends they will back out if what they were doing was fucking with them. Like, my friends have told me, "Hey, man, we about to bring these ladies over, man. You might want to get the hell up out of here." It's up to me at that moment to say, "Hey, I'm chilling. I ain't caring about that," or to say, "Man, all right, man, I'm out of here, man. Y'all about to be caked up with these ladies," you know. And that includes drugs too. Oh, they be getting down. You know,
where your friends at?
but see, that's the whole idea. That's that old school respect mentality, and that's what we're saying. There's a level of respect that has to be given,
mutual respect,
when you're in those circumstances, because your friends will protect you from that next level. They'll be like, "Yo, you need to go in and go do what you do with your girl."
They're not gonna say that. They're gonna give me the option. They're gonna be like,
no, my friends don't give me an option, because if you weren't here earlier, but tomorrow, well, actually at 4:00 tomorrow, I will be married 36 years.
Oh, you a grown
I
ass
will
man.
have been with her for 38. And that the whole idea is that nobody, including J. Nicole on the screen, would allow anything to affect that union. Yeah. I mean, I got so many friends who
these
on
hands.
See, right?
Who want these hands? And I'm snitching.
Yes, I don't have no cut cards, because even my friends.
It's the classic scene in Boys in the Hood when Doe stopped the car and let Trey out. That's right.
Let me out, Doe.
Right.
But at the same time, even in that scenario, they knew he was a square. They knew he wasn't about that action. They let him take that ride. They gave him the option, but they not pressing the issue.
But they had the respect that when he said he was going to make a decision, they let his ass out.
But exactly. Prayer circle arms where they hooked arms with me and didn't let me out. They never did that. Like, no, you need this in your life. They never did that. They was always like, get the fuck
you have
out.
To respect.
So your response.
You gotta tell him and be like, "Hey, listen." Like he said, like, "Listen, this is what's about to happen, dog. Like, I got such and such over here. Now, if you choose to stay, you a grown ass man making a decision. I ain't putting no gun to your head. I ain't putting no gun to your head.
Right.
But if you choose to leave, I'm like, I get it, bro.
All right.
Get
Well,
us out of
and
here.
Solid.
Your response was very similar to kind of everything that everybody in the group has kind of
Yeah.
said, is that it all boils down to choices and experiences. And I wanted to go back to before you hopped on, we were talking about there was a video that Jerry played that was part of it was about religion. So their beliefs started here at childhood, but they ended up someplace completely separate in adulthood. But all of that is guided by your experience. Like, I am not religious in any way, shape, or form, but it was based on how ugly, the ugly side of church and religion that I saw growing up and moving through it, that I was like, I never want to be like that. Because if your religion is affecting other people in such a negative way, and like it's just kind of shisty, like I'm like, that's not something I want to participate in. But
The religion of Diddy.
Say again.
The religion of Diddy.
See.
We might need Jesus after that conversation.
See.
Hold on, so you mentioned them churches. You've been in them churches that be like, "Have you ever been swallowed?
Have you ever been swallowed? Have you ever been swallowed up?
I've been
swallowed. It's not even just about religion, right?
Right.
So I'm sitting here talking about us three. We are the original members of the Grown Man Clique, right?
Correct.
So even we got different backgrounds, right? Like they never
What's up, baby?
joined the gang. They never joined the
Sheila's
gang, right? I joined the T-Birds when I was younger. Okay, I had to do all this shit.
Summer loving.
Like,
Had me a
goddamn.
blast.
We got differences.
Yeah.
Still have not seen that movie.
You wildin', dog.
Yo,
I've always said,
yo,
I've
baby,
always-
congratulations, my wife's
congratulations,
latest,
Sheila.
and E Black. I don't know if you saw it, but my wife's latest project just got accepted in the Toronto Film Festival.
Oh, that is dope.
Yeah, so we were giving her shouts out right before you came on.
Yeah, I heard something about the Toronto Festival. I didn't catch the context of it.
Yeah, she did her thing, and Rich was the director of photography on there. So yeah, we killed that. In case everybody didn't know, it's called
Everybody
Leo.
other than me was involved. So congrats to everybody.
Well, Don, we congratulate you for being in the mix because you're here and you've always been a supporter.
Without
So,
you, without you watching it,
yeah,
we don't have nothing.
yeah.
That's fair.
What category are you guys entering?
She was in the what is it called? It was a 7-episode web series.
Okay.
So that's strong.
Yeah.
Because that mean they had to sit through 7 episodes of a web series. So that was amazing.
Man, that is episode. I need to enter some of my 30 for 30 for that. But
I
not,
mean, I'm so proud of her because she stuck to her guns and she would not take no for an answer and she kept going. And I've been telling her, you need to release this. And she was like, no, I can't release it yet. And I was like, because to me, it was a really good project and she would not release it. And this is why.
Right.
Okay.
Men plan and God laughs.
Right.
Man, that is amazing.
Yeah.
And I mean that with all sincerity, because when we all I think the term content creator gets used very loosely, but when people are actually making things that, man, you never know when they get picked up. Think about when did Claudine ever get an Emmy? Did all, you know what I mean? Did all these films that you go back to the day, did they ever get really acknowledgement that they really deserved? No. And then I have a couple of friends who created a lot of great things, and I'm just like, I'm looking at them like, damn, man, y'all could have included me in some of this shit. Nah. But
so, like I tell,
like
I'm gonna say this to my wife right now, baby. Big Jaw ain't never got invited to the Toronto Film Festival.
yeah. We just
I love Big Job, but you were invited to the Toronto Film Festival.
That's
Congratulations, baby.
That's right.
And you held to your guns, and that's amazing.
Cool.
Big job.
Right.
My
you ain't never seen the lesbian homie?
Yay, Booski!
But we're wrapping up pretty soon. But let's. We don't even need to go to another video because the next thing is that can you align yourself with friends who don't have the same moral culpitude that you have?
No.
Well, my definition of friend probably means that that's not gonna happen because my friends tend to be people who over time are, like Dawn said earlier, stuff aligns and they develop into a friend. Because like E Black said, I got what you
your
I
friend,
can count on
yeah because your brother is one of your closest friends.
Exactly.
So I mean, but for me, it's like I've always lived a life outside of my family and outside of those lines. Like I love my family and we have a beautiful relationship. And we get along amazingly. My sister's a pastor. My brother is deeply ingrained in his church. My other brother is basically a e-missionary, and I call him an e-missionary because he spreads the word of the gospel online 24/7. I mean, he's an amazing man. I love my brother, and my other sister is like a in the grounds missionary. So if you don't understand what I'm saying, like my whole family is ingrained in religion, and I feel that religion is a part of me, and it's not even because I'm the youngest, it's because I have had the opportunity to be in their world as well as the world that I created for myself, where I feel like there's a mix. And
well, it's learning experience. You learned differently outside of it. I think there's two types of people in this world. There are the types of people that are the byproduct of whatever their upbringing was, and they don't choose to look at anything beyond it. And then there are the people who look at everything around them and they go, God, there's got to be something different than this. And then they choose to explore beyond it. I know personal experience. I have a family, is what I call it, outside of my family.
Yeah.
And those are the relationships that you build based on who you are and who they are. They weren't just like, hey, you have to have this person because you're related to them and they're in the family mix. You choose those people.
Right.
And I think that goes back to somebody said, I don't remember who said it, but what you surround yourself with. Oh, actually, I think it was in one of the videos. It's like the people you surround yourself with, they're either going to elevate you or they're going to take you down with them.
Right.
Right.
And that also leads into what E Black was talking about. Like his core circle knows when it's time for him to go.
Yep.
Yo,
right.
you gonna go now?
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the key because we all grew up in the hood. Like me and Teddy grew up right in the hood. And when we grew up, the gangsters, they'd be like, yo, you need to go. You need to go right now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't do that shit for me.
Well, I am a few years older than you, maybe a decade, so it was different. But I didn't want to put you out there on that island, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
because for me, they was like, "Oh, no, you play in the church, you good. You need to get out of here. Take your little ass home. You don't want none of this grown man work."
No, it wasn't like that for me either, man. Like I remember walking.
I never said that.
I remember walking down the street. And they said, listen, like, he said, Rich, look at this. I said, what's up? This car could be automatic. This car could be systematic.
Oh, my God. This motherfucker talking about Grease.
Oh, well, that shit could be Grease Lightning. I was like, damn. Like, damn, Danny.
I can't do it.
Danny Zuko got you
Why
in
do
the
we
game.
keep you?
If you don't know the
Why do we keep
all
you?
right, okay, we're gonna go solo. We're gonna go solo around the room. I'm gonna start with you, Dawn. Dawn,
Okay.
what is your favorite movie?
What the fuck?
All-time favorite movie because I think it was ahead of itself was Hackers.
Hackers.
Hackers. It's an old movie.
Okay.
80s, 90s movie, I think.
Okay. I know Grizz's, but Grizz,
Big booty.
what was your favorite
55.
movie of all time?
The Thing by John
The
Carpenter.
Thing. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's it.
I would love to hear the why.
Ooh. Well, the very first horror movie that I was able to watch and sit and not be horrified, because the first movie that I watched wasn't even a movie; it was a television, made for television called Salem's Lot. Scared shit out of me.
Oh, I remember that movie.
Scared the shit out of me. But when I first saw The Thing and I wasn't afraid, that's why I'm so into horror right now. I love horror movies.
Okay. Yeah, we had that conversation, horror versus torture.
Favorite movie all time.
That's tough. That's tough. I'm gonna have to say 3.
I congratulate the shit.
I'm gonna have to say 3. They move around in parts based on my mood and my attitude. Glory.
Oh.
Carmen Jones.
Okay.
And The Spook That Sat by the Door. Those are
I
my
don't know that.
those are my
was fucking amazing.
I gotta watch that.
You gotta read the book too.
man, that book is crazy. And then like I'm sorry, like Carmen Jones to me just touches me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It just touches me to see a woman like before BBLs, before all that famous, all the stuff that we video vixens, before all that, a beautiful woman singing to the top of her lungs, showing not only like intergenerational sexiness,
right?
Like she at the time that I watched the movie, she was 60.
Wow.
And I'm still like, ooh. And then I mean, the spook that sat by the door was just, it was a very, even though it's not the greatest production of a movie, it to me it's like I can watch that every little line, every little musical line, the beats, the tempo. This ain't about hate white folk, Johnny.
Right.
You know, this just the punchlines in that movie, and just the topic would kill me. And then Glory, of course, Denzel.
Right, who should have got an Oscar for that shit?
Man.
Okay.
Man.
All right, Jay. I know we can't see you.
Oh shit! There you go.
It's that by the door. There
Shit.
you go. What is your favorite movie of all time?
I don't have one.
Wow. Okay.
You'd be surprised how many favorites I don't have.
Okay. Let's go around the room. Grown man Clique.
We'll go on first.
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, it's no secret. There's no secret.
We know it.
What my favorite movie is, okay? It's Step Brothers.
Oh, jeez.
You're lying.
Yeah, because that movie sucked ass. It's Grease.
You're lying.
It's Grease.
I still think the movie that you are gonna say sucked ass, but go ahead.
Crazy. It's Grease. I told you.
He likes Grease.
Yeah. And then
Wait, the singing Grease?
Yeah.
Hey, don't judge me. Judge not me.
That's a lot of hangs.
What you meant? Grease is the shit.
Wait, John Travolta Grease.
Yes.
Yes.
There's no judgment here. There's no judgment here. It's all you, boo.
Okay. Scott.
I don't have one. It keeps changing for me. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, seriously. I'm a big
Top
James
three.
Bond, I'm a big James Bond fan, but I mean, you know, it changes. There's Malcolm X. I mean, there's a lot. So I can't pinpoint it.
Favorite movie of all time? Mass Creators' favorite movie of all time? You know me. Shaft.
I love the facial expression you gave when you delivered that.
You said Shaft like
Original.
how the hell do you not know?
Original.
All right.
Because what most people don't forget about is I'm almost 60.
Yeah.
So when I saw that movie and saw Richard Roundtree, wow.
Right. Superman.
I mean, no homo. No homo. What I'm talking about is just the power of a black man in a movie.
Okay. What about In the Heat of the Night?
That was an amazing movie. That was an
before
amazing movie.
Was that before your time?
To me, it was like the Isaac Hayes, because if you don't know anything about me, I'm also a musician. So it was the Isaac Hayes soundtrack. It was the fact that a black man produced it and put his money behind it. And that's what most people don't realize.
Right.
It was the epitome of a black movie that was done well with a great soundtrack, amazing cinematography. It was so strong. Now, there are movies that I love that, I mean, like if you tell me that Do the Right Thing is not one of the most amazing movies ever made, I'll fight you. But at the time when I was looking at like the movie Shaft, because I was alive and cognizant in the 70s, that movie was crazy. It was like a black superhero almost. It
I
just
could see that.
It just
I could see
rang
that.
different in my spirit.
I will say those type of movies. What is called?
That wasn't a black exploitation movie
Well,
though.
any of that. I love just sitting back watching them joints. So
Yeah, that wasn't a
did.
black exploitation movie though. But
enjoy
those movies were so amazingly powerful in building the psyche of somebody who was young and said, "I could do anything."
Right.
Sure. I always value movies that don't end with a happy ending. They end with the reality of the situation. There's a movie called Sin Nombre, and it's about a Salvadorian boy and a girl. You know, they decide that they're getting out, and it's a tragic end, but it's a reality where most cinematographers, oh, it's a beautiful life on the other side, but the
No.
reality of what it actually looks like is what they gave you.
Right.
That I definitely value that.
That's why I didn't like Karate Kid.
I think
We just
honestly,
can't take anything seriously from you, can we?
Yeah, I did not like that.
but no, truthfully, if I was to think of another
Okay,
movie,
so as an
that
artist,
me,
as an artist, Rich, I want to ask you, because I know that you don't think that the cinematography in Greece was the best ever.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so what movie spoke to you cinematically, like the cinematography of it?
Ooh, it's real simple though. I'm gonna be completely honest. It was Bad Boys.
Wow,
It was Bad Boys.
the moving cameras.
Mhm.
That
I
makes
see it.
sense.
It was
That
it
makes
was Bad
sense
Boys.
because I see your style, so I understand why they make sense to you.
well, I mean, I guess if we're going off of cinematography,
Yeah.
for me, the movie that I guess had the most shock value, but it was actually a true events was the Green Inferno.
I don't think I ever
If
watched
you
that one.
ever get the opportunity, well, here's the thing: if you have a weak stomach, don't watch that movie. Don't watch it because you ain't ready for that shit. But the way that they filmed it and the way that not even just the camera angles, just the way that the colors popped off of the screen and how you really felt the fear from the people. And just the
Sure.
acting, cinematography, and everything. Like you truly, they're actors, but you truly felt like they were in danger. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So that movie to me was like honestly, it's a chef's kiss as far as how it came together. But if you're not ready for, you know, some shock value when it comes to shit, because it's rough. It's a rough movie, very rough. And if you can't take it, don't say I ain't warn you. Don't. It's called The Green Inferno, but don't say I
Grace,
ain't
let me
warn you.
ask you,
Huh?
Since you like horror movies, do you like how what is it? Paranormal Activity is shot? Like
Yes. Yes, I
you
do.
like that? I got
I
a movie
love
for you. You probably
What's
seen
that?
it already.
What's
It's
that?
called Gang Tapes.
Have I seen Gang Tapes?
You
I
gotta
haven't
watch
seen
Gang
that.
Tapes. You gotta watch
Haven't
Gang
seen that.
Tapes.
But I have
Yeah.
seen VHS. If y'all get the opportunity, go find a movie called VHS. You're welcome.
Yeah, it was cool.
Cinematography wise, the
Yeah.
movie and this will make perfect sense to you why I shoot like I do.
Let me hear it.
Heat.
Oh,
Al
Heat?
Pacino, Robert
Oh,
De Niro.
Oh yeah.
Heat.
Oh yeah, that shit right there, man. Still one of my dads. It's still one of my top.
Yes.
Like
if you when you watch that movie, you feel like you sitting next to Pacino, you're sitting next to Nero. You feel like you're in the movie. The way it was shot, the color, the intensity, everything is just
acting like shit.
When they were sitting down eating dinner, and they
Yeah.
was like, and
Together.
they were having a conversation without having a conversation. They were
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
you know what? If you were in front of my face and it was between me and you, I have no fear in taking you.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh
And,
yeah.
man, that
You know-
movie.
Shit was
That the cinematography, because they did not spare camera angles. It's like 18 camera angles. It is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
that's a banger right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
one
no. I don't
one
have
that
yes.
Oh, go ahead.
No,
I
I
know
was
you're
just
talking.
I was just doing the movie. I'm sorry.
no.
Yeah. If you
What-
go to the Al Pacino, Robert De Niro scene in Heat and look at that and not say, I want to be a filmmaker, you are not looking. That was amazing.
One that I was surprised that I really liked, and it was because I think I like Patrick Dempsey's character the most, would be Boondock Saints. It just it had enough
Yeah,
it
that
had
was-
enough
that
grit
was
to it.
amazing
It was
movie.
Oh
amazing.
my god.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
it just
You know what movie had the best cinematography of all time? I don't know why that slipped my mind.
What?
The Lion King.
Yeah.
I could have to agree
The
with that.
Lion King was an animated movie.
It's animated, but it was just kind of
Camera.
like the way that they, I don't know. I guess the way
Yeah,
they
but
drew
there's
it.
no camera, so that's different.
I think one movie.
That's
that
aspect ratio.
When Simba killed his father,
That's
hands
aspect
down.
ratio.
I'm gonna give two that they're not, because I want to name in the Spike Lee movie, but that I think that's a given. But
Do the right thing.
but no. But I want to name. But I don't want to. I want to name it, but I'm not going to name a Spike Lee movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Dead Presidents.
Ooh, that's a strong one. That's strong.
Uh-huh.
And the way it's just, I don't know what it was. I can't think of any particular scene, but I just remember the scene where the policeman is showing up and the guy and Boquan Nova, or not, is it Boquan?
Bokeem Woodbine. Bokeem
Yeah,
Woodbine.
the guy that we never know his name.
Hey, that guy. You know that guy.
Yeah, that guy. He and he's like smoking a cigarette, terrified of his life, and the black cop comes up, says, "Hey, this is the you're waiting for the bus. It's not going to show up." But just and then the woman just pops out of the damn thing with the two guns.
Yeah.
And then the white paint. I've been dead presidents probably like 6-8 times in Halloween. I can never get my makeup as white and as clear and the black paint around just as crisp as
Because you're black.
No,
No, I'm joking.
That's ridiculous.
You know how you do it.
You ain't never seen a black woman with a white mask on.
Yeah, but
before
you
they
know-
go to bed.
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Can I give you a secret?
What?
You have to put an orange base on underneath. You have to put
Yeah.
an orange base before you apply the white. Dry the orange base, put on the white. You'll be fucking stark white.
Okay.
Hey, look at
I know it doesn't make sense, but orange cancels out black, and then you can put white on top of it. I swear, it works.
Okay, I might not try because there ain't too many more. Look, it ain't too many more Halloweens left in it. I'm
Dude, you
I was
younger
gonna
than me. Shut up.
Those when you give it a shot.
but
I don't
I'll
dress
take
up
it.
for Halloween, so that's a whole nother story.
But
Have you
there's
guys
one thing
ever?
you mentioned,
Oh, go ahead.
Sin City.
Oh, I love
Fair.
Sin
I
City.
love Sin City.
Fair.
Sin City, man.
I love Sin
That-
City.
that
That
one-
was a good. That was, but
Shit.
the whole idea was they were going for weird angles. Like
Right.
Sure.
that whole
It was
movie
intentional.
was shot with a wide angle lens.
Yeah.
on
Right.
purpose.
Yeah.
Like they shot with a wide angle lens and they moved in so that they could get the aspect ratio to match what they were trying to achieve.
Right. So that
Actually,
movie was awesome. Go ahead. Go ahead.
there's another one that I really like, and I just thought of it when you guys were talking. Have you guys ever seen Domino?
Yes.
Like that like split second, it's like chaos, and then it's the calm all of a sudden, and you're like,
Yeah.
wait, what just happened? I like that one.
That movie.
But I gotta go to my boy QT. My boy QT, Crazy Eights, that movie. The way
You know,
he created a camera for that movie.
okay.
That digital cinema scope camera that he created for the Crazy Eights was amazing.
That was cool.
Like, if you look at the way that movie was shot, you see I'm giggling right now because I'm going back into my mind. I'm probably going to watch that when I fall asleep tonight. But that Crazy Eights, he went back and took a CinemaScope camera and made it digital.
We gonna talk about QT.
Quentin Tarantino,
To me,
yeah,
his greatest work
was
the Django.
Django? No, no.
I don't think
Nah,
I would take.
it was really good. It was really good, but that
Planet Fear was it?
yeah, but
What was the other one that he had?
did you need to go back and watch Created? I
shit
mean,
was
you
hard.
need to go watch Crazy Eights again.
Crazy Eights was cool.
But you
I
gotta
would
watch
take-
it again.
I would take Desperado and Dusk Till Dawn over Django.
Dusk Till Dawn
Yeah,
was
I would
amazing.
take Planet Terror.
Fucking
I would take
ridiculous.
Planet Terror was
Really?
good.
I don't think I've
Planet
seen that
Terror.
one.
Wait,
that shit was
Cinematically,
insane.
where he was moving the game,
The Django.
Yeah.
Django
I mean,
was good.
Django.
But
First of
I'm
all,
sorry,
the girl with
Crazy.
the machine gun leg.
And
Let's
see,
just
this
go
is
there.
this,
Listen,
and this
the
is
Django
where we
was surprisingly satisfying.
yeah. But
But
see, this
I
is
can
where
see
the
that.
conversation
He's
deviated
made
to the creatives.
he made Crimson Tide.
Yeah, Crimson Tide was a good movie.
Crimson Tide is that and to think that they didn't have really too many, like it's not much more than just
You
a
shooting in a
spell bomb.
tube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to make that sense, yeah.
What we talking about though? Hold up. How did we not say this? Rocky.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Rocky was fucking amazing shot.
I mean,
Yes.
for the budget that they had and how, yeah.
Fair.
Wow.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
the
and
budget and yeah.
especially the Rocky one when they didn't have all of the cinematic
They had nothing.
accoutrements. Like
had
they didn't
nothing.
have cameras that were
Yeah.
mechanized and all of that. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
Did
I
I
mean,
see
shit,
his
Sylvester
face?
Stallone didn't even have muscles
Yeah.
at that time. They had
Yeah.
had nothing. They had shit.
They didn't even
And
have
they-
steroids.
we don't get down the rabbit hole because we could be talking about this forever
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
Uh-huh.
there are so many amazingly shot movies, and we've all been privy to so many. Because over the course of my life, I've looked at thousands upon thousands of movies. I looked at movies that nobody would have looked at.
Yeah.
We forgot one.
So
What?
I don't watch movies often because I don't have the attention span for it. I can like take a day and I could binge watch like 3, and then it could be like 6 months before I watch another one.
I've watched probably thousands of movies
Yeah.
this year already.
Yeah, I'm a movie guy.
I want to get back in my movie bag, but my Blu-ray. I don't have. I think because I don't own a PlayStation no more. I don't. I haven't been collecting. You know, when I owned a PlayStation, I used to be able to keep CDs and be like,
well, you know what? I can't let this rabbit hole go too far down because we have definitely got to wrap this up. But I definitely want to bring everybody to the screen. E-Black, I'm going to, since you are our guest tonight, I want you to tell them where they can find you, how they can find you, and where they should tune into your amazing content.
Yeah, if you want to check out my channel, it's E-Black TV. The best way to find it is all one word, EBLACK TV. If you can't find it that way,
you got problems.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I've been having issues, but for the most part, you know, just look me up. I do random talking points. I've been in my producing bag lately. I've been doing web series, and I've been putting out a lot of shorts, and I'm just enjoying life as a podcaster. You know?
All right. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. And of course, I've got to go to our resident sommelier. And if you don't know what a sommelier is, that is someone who is amazing with the fragrances, male or female. They will let you know what the deal is. He concentrates on making sure you don't smell like concentrate. My boy, Drs. Teddy.
So before I did make E-Black a promise. So the first thing I wanted to do, first fragrance, Versace Man Eau Fresh.
Ooh.
That one right there. Or
the phone broke up. Say it again. Versace who?
Man Eau Fresh.
Man Eau Fresh.
Yes. So if you want to get a little bit more fancy with it, go with the Ralph Lauren's Purple Label.
Okay.
And another one that actually would drive your wife crazy, Coach for Men.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. You haven't announced any of the summer fragrances that you posted today.
The ones that I posted? Oh, well, those actually were summer night fragrance. So you talking about
we in the summer nights.
So something for the summer night. Let's see. Which ones did I have on there? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
It's over on the left on the bottom.
Yes, sir. So this right here, if you trying to have that close encounter, Robert Graham's Courage.
Yes.
Text it to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
This right here. So it has a 3-note breakdown, and oak and gin are 2 of the notes. So you want to smell manly, you want to smell like a man, and want to make the missus go a little bit crazy, have that touch and play moment. You can't go wrong with that one, Robert Graham.
Yeah, you got to text that one to me.
Absolutely. And
what size bottle is that?
This is the 100 mil, the 3.4 ounce bottle.
3.4. Okay. Yeah, because that was one thing my wife was. I was trying to get her to kind of buy some bottles, and I didn't know what size was the best, because I know there's a collector's edition.
Oh yeah.
You got 2 more.
What you say?
You got 2 more.
2 more what bottles?
You told them 6. That's 4.
Oh no, those wasn't even the others. Those wasn't even on the 6. Hold on. Wait a minute. Those wasn't even on that video. These are just the ones that
No, you told them you would give them 6 tonight.
Okay, yeah. So we got this one. This was on the video. This Prada Luna Rosa Carbon.
Yes.
Yeah. Prada Luna. This. Oh my goodness. This one. Look, I'm just gonna say you're welcome. You get that? You're welcome, my brother. You're welcome. And the other one is in the closet, brother. I let me see. What else do we have? Something for the summer, something. Well, if you want to spend a little bit of coin, you got Parfum de Marley Sedley. That's another one right here. This
but that's
one
like $3, right?
You can. I got this for like $145. I got it on sale, and right now you got
that's on sale because that's almost $3.
Yes, but it's 315 on normal.
Yeah,
I got it for like 145 on sale right now. So yeah, Parfums de Marley Sedley. And this right here, yeah.
Could you
remember? Okay,
your,
so remember,
hold
you can always play back the podcast and get these again.
For,
We
for
don't
your
mind
last one,
rewatches.
for your last one, Teddy, can I get an all-day work spray?
All day works. Oh hell yeah, that's
like a
easy.
work cologne.
That's easy. Versace Pour On.
Okay. See, I knew I was right. Okay, good. That's the one I
Yeah.
suggested too. Yeah.
Versace Pour On. All day, all season, every season. This works in the office all day. Yeah, it works.
That's
perfect.
on my desk.
Right.
Because I don't need them getting too rah-rah. I'm a photographer.
I guess so.
I just
if
need to smell good in the neighborhood.
You want me to talk about the podcast too?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
You
okay,
gotta
brother.
tell them where to find you.
Oh, Jerry.
Okay, so every Wednesday at 8:15, we have the Sophisticated Grizzly podcast, and this week, I believe the topic is going to be who does that shit. So we're going to talk about a topic that Jay inspired with me. Like, we're going to start talking about these people who have squatters' rights. I want to get into that. I want to actually get an understanding, like, how can you have squatters' rights but not renters' rights? And so, though you can throw a renter out in the street, but damn it, you got to fight for damn near 10 years to get a squatter out your house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to definitely get in. And one more thing I do want to mention. So for anybody that might be on the podcast, or if you know anybody that is a little bit more of the SOS fellas, which is sexy on swole, because that's what I am. I have actually partnered up with Winston Box.
Oh wow!
So, yeah, they partnered with me. I'm a brand ambassador, and I actually have a link that's on my latest Teddy file. So if you ever want to order something from them, they do a subscription service where you put your size of your shirts and your pants and all of that type of stuff in there. And what they do is they have stylists that send you clothes every single month. So it takes the guesswork out of putting your clothes together. It's actually a wonderful service. I was wearing the clothes the other day. They fit perfectly. They damn near feel like they were tailored. So once again, I have a link down in the description box for my last video, my last Teddy file. And if you're interested, go check it out.
That's what's up.
Yep.
And we would like to thank you all. Dawn, you definitely have to tell them where you are, what you do, and where they can find you.
Well, I am not as cool as Grizz and E-Black, but you can find me. I'm literally everywhere as with Dawn Brown.
Yeah. So just find, and definitely, I mean, she's amazing photographer, and I love her to death. She has joined our little band of miscreants, and we love having you here. And just to let you know, we love you. Please do the 3 things that we all need you to do every time. We need you to like, share, and support. That's what we need for you to do. And then once you do that, subscribe to every one of these channels. We are here to provide amazing content and amazing information for you. And if we're not for you, one of us has to be the right one for you. You may not like us all, but you got to like at least one of us. So we would like to wrap this thing up by saying thank you so much for coming in the Sophisticated Grizzly podcast. But guess what? I do that whenever you're on here. I do that so many times. We would like to thank you for coming to the Grown Man Clique podcast. This is your boy J.I., your boy
Richie Rich, that motherfucking building.
And we want to tell you one thing. Do good. Do really good. But if you do bad, do really bad. So they know that you meant it. Peace. We out.